Hello, my name is Renny Adejuwon, and I am an educator and I help to cross the T's and dot the I's in children, parenting, and education. I want to thank you so much for all the likes in my last two videos. I've had other videos before, so check them out on my page, my website, rennyadejuwon.com. But I really do appreciate the likes. It's kind of encouraging. And I do hope is helping some parents out there, some carers out there in helping to cross the T's and dot the I's on their parenting journey, childcare journey, and educational journey for their children. So today I am going to be focusing on the wonderful ones, which is all about the 1 year old. And as I said before in my earlier video, I'm still on this journey with parents through the developmental stages of their children, all the way from naught to 12 years old. And we're still focused on the first year of child development, which is all about the 1 year old. So today I will be focusing on language because language is such a key stage or a key developmental stage at the age of 1. Children are making sounds, they're saying single words, they're saying two words, or they're saying three words, and it's all about the language, irrespective of whatever their first language is or second language is. And some children, they are developing, they're bilingual or multilingual, or they just have one language. So at this age, it's very important that, communicating with your child is really important, because if you don't talk to them, they wouldn't be able to get those sounds out of their, they won't be able to exercise their vocal cords. They won't be able to communicate, singing with them. It's not just about watching TV, because remember, whatever screen time they have, be it on the tablet or on the device, I know they're interactive, really good, engaging technologies that goes out there, but it's also important that children, particularly 1 year old, have that human interaction to develop their language. Is helping them to develop their tone of voice. That human connection is helping them to develop their facial expression, their body language, because language is all about communicating, be it verbally and non-verbally. So it's very important that at the age of 1, you're encouraging them through speaking with them, through singing with them, through communicating with them and encouraging them to use those languages, whatever language it might be they might be using. So, they're making one using one words, they're using one word, as I said, they're using two words, they're using three words. And up to the age of, from 1 up to the age of 18 months, up to the age of 24 months, they are hitting into the 2 years of age. So those languages and communicating is very, very important, but the interaction will definitely encourage those language development. And another key area in this age is play. They're playing, which I talked about in my last video about exploring. From the age of 6 to 12 months, they're exploring. But by this time, the age of 12 months to 24 months, they're moving. Some of them are, toddling around themselves. Some of them are walking around themselves. So it's very, very important that play is very engaged as well, movement, and ensuring the safety aspect as well, because of at this age they're so excited that they have their independence. So they want to move around themselves. So while they're moving around, and just ensure safety. I know children, they're so fast, particularly at this age. So I always say, try to ensure you have eyes at the back of your head, because of at this age they are keeping you on your toes. They are moving around. They want to go off by themselves, because of, as I said, that independence they are getting. So very, very important that while you're ensuring they're safe, they're moving around. Make sure that safety is very, very important, because of, even though they want that independence, because of they're able to move around at the age of 1 plus to 12 to 24 months, their risk appetite is very non-existent, shall I say. They're not aware of the risk until you teach them, until you setting boundaries for them, telling them, oh, they can touch this, or they can, those ways that you're telling them, being assertive, I guess that's the word. From the age of 12, 18, 24 months, you're bringing your assertive parenting in. So, for this age, language is important. Play, exploring, they're still doing that. They're having their independence, but at the same time, make sure that they're safe in that environment that they're exploring. Very important. So, there's some key things I wanted to focus on, particularly at the ages of 12 to 20, between the 12 months to 24 months, because, that's the age of one. And one of the things I want to focus on is early intervention, particularly if maybe there might be any medical concerns you might have as a parent, or developmental concern you might have as a parent. As practitioners, we believe that early intervention is important. And if you have any concerns at any point in time, feel free to speak to your practitioner, maybe the doctor, maybe the nurse, maybe the health visitor if they're around in your area. But whatever medical concern you might have, maybe you think your child is a bit light, your child is not, your baby, your toddler is not eating, or maybe there's some things you've observed in the baby's behavior or growth. It's very, very important, and don't feel like you're overthinking it. It's important for you to speak to someone, get help as much as you can. Be the voice for your baby, your toddler. I know, sometimes if you're a first parent or a second parent, I guess the more, sometimes experience helps to teach you to be a bit more calm. But particularly for first time parents, get help. Sometimes it's a cry out for parents, if they think something is of concern, and they're reaching out to medical practitioners. But go out, speak out, get help. If you have to go to the emergencies, get to the emergency. But what I'm trying to say is that it's important that whatever concerns you might have observed while your child is growing between the ages of not to 12 months up to the age of 24 months, it's advisable that early intervention is brought in to ensure that whatever the issues, whatever the concerns is, can be dealt with as soon as possible. Another thing I noticed, particularly at this age, from the ages of babies, newborn to, 12 months, 18, it's sleep. Sleep is very important for both the child and the parent as well. So it's important that as a parent, I'm sure you may have heard this before, but while your child is sleeping, get sleep as well. It's very important, because of, without sleep, you as a parent, you wouldn't be able to function. You might not be able to be more alert to the dangers that your child might be facing as well. So it's important for you to get sleep as well. In the cases of maybe you've just had a baby, and the baby's time of sleep is quite different from yours. This is when you're helping your baby to, or your toddler, to develop routine as well. So if your baby wakes up, or your toddler wakes up at awkward times, you have to be persistent to help them develop that routine. Starting early is very, very important in developing that routine. So take those steps, be persistent, be patient with your baby's routine. How baby A might be able to get used to their routine might be different from how baby or toddler B or C might be able to get into that routine, but you have to start that routine for them, because remember, you're helping them from the womb. They're now into the real world and they're developing those routines, and it's very, very important you're there to help them develop that sleep routine, because of, as I said, it's very important as a parent, as a carer, that you get enough sleep so that yourself, your baby, can both be healthy and, protected from any dangers that might be around, because you need eyes at the back of your head as they grow up from babies into toddlers, the 18 and the 24 months. I hope this video has been helpful today. Continue to like and share if you want to. If you think this will be helpful to a parent please feel free to share. And I'm still waiting for those challenging questions. There are amazing prizes to be won, and I'm adding every time, but I haven't received any challenging questions. So nobody is willing to challenge my knowledge or my specialty or my qualification in any way. If you don't send those challenging questions in, how would my brain be able to be challenged? So please send those challenging questions in about your parenting, about childcare, about education, because we're on the journey of not to 12 years. And you can find me, all my other videos, at rennyadejuwon.com. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again.